Welcome to another episode of Minneapolis by Night. This will be our mage venue. We've got some new faces, some returning faces. And this evening, we find ourselves initially, some of us at Camelot, some of us on the Guru's Sept, and a lone individual, of course, because there's always one. And initially, Fix will get a message from his old friend Bayou John, who asks if they have time to meet, as he feels that perhaps some coordination and planning is due in this city, as the spirits seem to be in turmoil.
Okay, John.
I know an acquaintance, another mage in the city who's kept to himself thus far, but I feel perhaps it's high time he gets involved as well.
Okay.
I assume it's easiest to meet at your place.
Well, that depends. Who you gonna bring?
Well, I'm going to bring a dragon wizard from the east.
And you know I don't know what the hell that is, but okay.
Spirit shaman.
Sure is.
And anyone else he can round up. He's made some acquaintances in the city.
Alright then, we'll meet you in the yard over there.
Excellent. Courtyard's always a good place. Circle, crossroads, the whole 9 yards.
That's how we do it.
Everything a man needs.
That's all you need.
At which point...
he'll hang up. Zach?
What up, Fix?
Yeah, we got to go to the courtyard. We got to meet some people.
Should I bring toys?
Always.
No.
Is Saket around, or is she at the Sept?
Well, she did go back to the Sept earlier to talk
to
the wolf, so.
Alright, that's what she is. So, I was like, let's go, bet, bring everything.
Mm-hmm. He does.
Bring everything.
Alright. And then Miriam will get a call from a blocked number.
Man, I don't even.
She'll answer it.
And
Not having her computer equipment to get around the block, but she'll answer it.
And a rather formal voice, obviously someone who learned English as a later language, says, "Is this Miriam I am speaking with?"
This is Miriam Cohen, yes.
Excellent. This is Tokugawa.
Tokugawa, what do you have for me?
Well, it seems you have lost a dragon.
Yes.
I am meeting with a couple of other spirit shamans of the city, as well as any of their allies among the will workers, to organize, and as well, I also to offer a proposal, I suppose, on how to help deal with this problem.
I'll be there.
We are meeting at the courtyard in the newly formed Renaissance fair known as Camelot.
Alright.
If you have any allies you think would be of aid, it would be beneficial if you reached out to them.
All right.
They will see you there shortly then.
Of course.
Out of character, Ian, has your mage met any of the mages here tonight? Before? I'm trying to remember.
Who was
Unmute
in
yourself.
who was in at the dinner party scene the other day
Hi.
at the shop?
Yeah, I did. I was there.
Yeah, Ellen and I would have met.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, potentially he could even contact you. Since this is kind of an all-mage thing.
Okay.
So you're saying it's an all mages party?
Yeah, apparently. Well, Ian, you can assume you've been dropped off by this point.
Yeah, I'm just going to, if it's just being dropped off and getting Miriam, I'd have a few things to, send messages with Miriam, and then we'll proceed with your own scene.
Sure.
Okay. Aline runs up to Miriam and is like, oh shit, I'm glad that I found you.
Okay.
I need you to send a few telepathic messages to a few people.
Okay. Who?
A dude called Quentin. He fought alongside us against the Paradox Spirits. He's currently at the vineyard.
And technology won't get through to him because.
Because he is in his big murder machine form.
Okay, and you want me to directly telepathically contact this guy?
Yeah, I wanna have a word with him.
Alright, I'll need to borrow your correspondence.
Got it.
Okay, I'm providing Mind 3, so we can get a full conversation going, just a one-sentence message. And do you have correspondence 3?
Correspondence 2.
Well, then we can only send a one-sentence message, dude.
Okay.
Then I don't need to borrow it, because I'm better off without, so.
Okay. Message would be I failed to get us both out. I only got myself. I'm getting help.
Okay. And Miriam prays and does the right math to make sure he gets that message.
Okay. Yeah, Slashes gets the message.
Okie dokie.
So I did my bit in informing him what I did, and I'm getting help.
Alright.
I'll do a blue booking.
Sounds like something you need a doctor for.
Yeah, I know, right? I'll do the rest in blue booking on the set when we finish the scene.
Okay.
So, Miriam, Well, anything interesting happen while I was literally fighting for my life?
Well, not really. I found out something disturbing that I won't bore you with right now. It's personal.
Okay.
And besides that, I've just been staying in my cabin praying.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm calling Hugo.
No, that's not kind of ringing through.
Not carrying you through?
Nope. No answer.
Okay. He's not doing shit. Whatever. Anyway,
We went to the vineyard to find Hugo.
not Hugo. Sorry, Vance. Stupid me. It's already late. I've been doing shit, and I'm tired. I'm making stupid mistakes. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for laughing, but that was kind
Vance.
of
That's why I was kind of puzzled.
Vance. Sorry.
No,
Vance.
that's fine. I thought maybe you were like trying to see if someone else would pick up, or
No,
okay.
I want Vance. Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm
You do
tired.
get an answer. Yeah, that's what he can do for you. Wherever he is, it's
Hello?
windy as hell. It sounds like he's in a wind tunnel.
Yeah, so we went there to investigate, but apparently Tuomi went nuts, and I got out by myself, and I need backup to get back. So can you please let others in? Because at the vineyard.
He says, well, not at this second, because I'm in the process of a large-scale summoning on the rooftop of my penthouse. But I will get over there as soon as I can.
Yes.
John and can't tell you because of what Aline told Fang. There's a bunch of Fang's kinfolk around the vineyard.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why he's like, please let them in. Please let them in. So he's not alone there. You know, trying to get some backup. It might not be much, but it's something. For now, until I
Something's
can
Alright.
get
better
the
than
boots.
nothing.
You know.
Yeah, he says he'll get over there as soon as he can. So.
Okay. Thanks, man. Sorry, it's been kind of stressful just getting out of there. And I don't want to leave him alone. So I'm bringing backup.
Okay.
And there is a part of it already there just waiting to get in. So that's why I'm kind of asking you to, But if... Out of character, is it closed with a key or is it a magical warding around the place?
He has a magically reinforced latch and lock. So it's a physical doorway and gate, but it's also enchanted.
I was gonna laugh so hard if it wasn't even locked.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, that's why
We're
I'm going to...
holding back for a bunch of reinforcement and the guy to come unlock the door. It's open.
Yeah, I know, right? One of those things, dude. One of those things. I had to ask. I had to ask out of character not to be this stupid dumb fuck that didn't realize it. Because I'm literally tired. Because I had a long day and I'm making stupid mistakes now. So, you know, had to ask.
Sorry, man. It happens to the best of us.
So, hey, I told the slashes that I failed in getting us both, but I'm getting help. So it's not like, you know, it's not like I left him there. So he knows this. Anyway, thanks for the help, Vance. Good luck with your thing. Okay.
And then
And
he says thanks and just hangs up.
he hangs up. Okay.
He does say thanks, but then he hangs up.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Anyway, Miriam, was there anything that you needed of me right now?
I've been told to meet at Camelot. It has to do with fighting Green Dragon. You're welcome to join me.
Okay. I know a dude that may or may not be interested, so I'll see what he wants to do. And I'm calling Aaron.
Yo, what's up?
Sup,
Your
man?
time, speak to me.
Uh, yeah, I'm just asking because a bunch of us are meeting up at a gathering, trying to deal with some shit regarding the city. Wanna come?
Yeah, sure, where's that?
You know where Camelot is in the city? Looks like a big ass Ren fair.
Hmm. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll be there.
Cool. See you there. Closes the phone. Alright. I've got a bike, tells Miriam.
That's fine. My
Wanna...
car's just outside.
Okay. Let's take your
There's a
car
line that's
then.
not allowed to cross, but it's just this way.
Sure.
Oh,
And
we're going to assume at some point on your way out you run into Josie's mage, since she's probably between you and your car. I'm assuming we don't have a parking lot in the middle of the set.
I've been told it's not in the middle, but there's a clearing where there's a line where you're not supposed to drive your car over that people can park their stuff.
Right.
right.
And being Saketa has just arrived, she's probably in that area already.
Yeah, well, she's going for a walk in the cairn, so yeah, could be.
Get this woman an apartment.
Evening.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, wanna join us on a secret meeting to help the city?
Sure. It doesn't
Miriam's
have to
gonna
be.
face palm and is gonna turn on Prime Site to figure out what sec it is.
That's
Sorry, I had a long journey and it's just.
So second, what are you?
She's a mage.
Okay. Good job, Eileen. Hi, I'm Miriam.
Hi, I'm Sakat.
Yeah,
Hi, I'm Aline.
I'm head of one of the two cabals in town, and we're fighting a big bad spirity thing, and we have to go meet in area owned by the other cabal to figure out what we're doing. Okay.
Okay, let me guess. You're going to talk about fighting Green Dragon, and we're going to Camelot.
Yes.
Pretty
Of course,
much.
I'm in then.
All right. Mind
Okay.
the computer equipment in my car. I've got a lot of it.
Oh. Cool.
All right, so I'm going to assume you guys kind of head over there,
Yes.
and you'll
The
arrive
answer
at the
is yes.
same time as a couple of jet black SUVs pull up. These two gentlemen step out, and a number of basically security guys get out and kind of start moving around the area. But these guys walk straight in.
Cool. So we got VIPs apparently.
Miriam, you would recognize the man in the suit, although it was his rather unusual garb for him, but it is Tokugawa.
Miriam will bow slightly.
And he kind of gestures, in towards the courtyard. Fix and Zach, you would see Bayou John and the fairly muscular-looking, at least part Asian, it's hard to tell from the distance, individual walking towards you guys. He is well dressed in a suit, but he does carry a katana at his hip. And Bayou John is, of course, in his traditional suit and the full garb of a voodoo man.
He's gone.
Look, see, shut up. I wonder if we were gonna just go take a nap.
Wasn't going to take a nap. I was going to get some of that funnel cake over there first.
Yeah, funnel cake.
I know, right?
Um,
Hey, John.
he'll walk right up and he gives you a smile and offers a hand. And he says, "Good to see you again, Mr. Fick."
I hug him like we cousins.
Okay. And he rolls with it. He says, been a minute since I saw you, but
Well, I ain't had nobody hex recently, so I ain't come down to see you.
seems we got bigger problems than hexes in this city.
No, ain't nothing bigger than hex, but this seems like a whole lot of fuckery, and we should probably deal with it.
Well, that's kind of what we're here to discuss.
Who's short and dangerous over there?
He says, this is Mr. Tokugawa Feng. He is a member of an Eastern sect and hopefully can aid us. He has a proposal and a potential solution.
Well, now, okay. Zach, you remember Bayou John back in the day?
Of course. Oh, yeah.
And Killy over there, know him, a little afraid. This here's Orion. Orion, say hi to everybody. Don't say hi to everybody.
He actually pets Orion because he can.
Taxi will pull up and Aaron will step out. Aaron's a pretty big, burly guy. Basically dressed up in, he'd call it his finery, slightly less oily mechanic outfit.
He put on the good coveralls today.
Hey, Zach, I think that guy shops in the same place as you do.
He probably does. Hey man, you go one place for the overalls. One place. Anywhere else, you're buying bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Fleet Farm.
Are we it, John, or are the other folks coming?
Well, I believe Mr. Tokugawa reached out to a couple others. From what I hear, one of them who at least has some familiarity with this angry spirit.
Well, let's go sit down over beyond the picnic tables and let's have ourselves a convo. We can eat some funnel cake and have some soda.
I really want some fun of the cake. Every time Pix brings up food, man.
I'm a chef. Is what we do.
It's true. Can't deny his awesomeness.
And they'll follow you over. When they sit down, Tokugawa takes out a small jar, and using what at first almost looked like ornate jewelry, but he's got like a ring that's got a small blade on it. He cuts the palm of his hand, takes some of the blood and ink, and he begins doing some
Be careful of children.
writing. He starts kind of writing on the picnic tabletop, different Japanese calligraphy.
That's not sanitary.
Perception
Sounds
awareness.
Sanitary.
You said what now?
Perception awareness for everyone.
Okay.
6. Let's see if we have this.
I got nothing.
I do. Wait. Does sharp senses count for this?
Yeah.
Wait, so are we all there then?
You guys would be
Yeah.
just arriving.
Okay. Arriving in time to see this?
Yeah. Perception awareness.
I want to see.
I want to see
I don't get it.
Aaron slips a trench coat over his shoulders as he steps over to them.
What's the difficulty on this?
Standard.
Yeah. Like I said, nothing.
Wow. Yeah. Well, at least you just failed and not botch.
Exactly.
You ain't see shit.
You got distracted by one of the kids.
At least you didn't quadruple botch.
Yeah, you're right.
John, I'll use my basic perception plus awareness that any mage can frickin' do to see all magic in like a 100-foot area. That's
Okay.
just magic. Is there magic?
Yes.
They have effects on them currently?
Well, specifically, Tokugawa obviously has a number of. You can tell he's got a number of effects on him, but he is also, with his writings, you can tell he is working magic.
Ah, that's what I needed to know. You shouldn't wear those in public, Ian. People might get offended.
Okay. But everybody would detect that there's something supernatural going on as the picnic table and kind of the immediate vicinity, everyone starts walking around it, basically creating a gap around it, so the regular public is just walking past.
Ooh, correspondence 4, mine 3, Lord. 3 books. Ooh. I don't know.
Looking over the other newcomers, yeah. He doesn't.
At that point, the other three of you would walk up. Miriam, knowing Tokugawa, wouldn't be hard to find them.
Righteous.
Tokugawa will greet Miriam and thank you for coming. Hopefully, I appreciate you. I realize it was short notice, but I'm hoping I can offer a solution, perhaps.
Hey, Kit, we got funnel cake.
Ooh, funnel cake.
I know, man.
Hey,
They brought
Fix.
it up.
Hey,
No,
Zach.
what? Hey, what's up, Zach?
This, I guess?
Yeah, didn't we just see you a short time ago?
Yeah, not that long ago.
Did
I
you
got a
ever make
ride
that,
from...
contact?
I was about to, but she was in the middle of something, so I went for a walk and I ran into these two.
Oh, those two.
Yeah. I guess they're the other club, hey?
Something like that. Something like that. Hi, Miriam.
Hello.
By the way, it's really cold around Fix right now.
Yeah, right there, Fix.
I'm fine.
Okay. You're just like looking there. That's why I'm asking.
You live in Minnesota, fool.
Smart ass.
Hello, and key lime slime Twinkies.
Ooh, Twinkies.
She bought them special for you. He was heartbroken that you weren't there to have some.
Now I gotta get me some Twinkies.
Alright. Bayou John kind of steps up and he says, well, he says, the way I see it is this whole mess, if you want to call it that, we can ultimately in the city we can associate back to a single spirit, very large and angry spirit, very large and very angry.
Is that the green dragon I've been hearing about since I returned?
It is. And
Can I ask what fucking retard decided to let that thing out? That we have to clean up their mess?
ironically, it was one of the skin changers.
Ugh, come on, guys. Alright.
Well,
We gotta do it or else it's gonna fuck up the city, so do what we gotta do.
Mr. Tokugawa here has a theory, or proposal, I should say, but I'll let him take the floor. He kind of got a lot of information to present, but
Well, hold on now.
okay.
Before y'all get to presenting information about all kinds of this, that, and all that, Zach, I'm going to remain calm. I promise.
Okay.
Zach, hold my pistol.
Alright.
All right.
Carefully takes it from him.
There's two of them. They're very old. Look at him.
Both of them. Just holding on
Now-
to him.
Why you let stuff on?
Now somebody done laid hex on the whole damn city and some kind of monster. Now this here monster is got to do with them I can't say that shit. What do they call this again?
Guru.
Guru.
Yeah, apparently they're my first cousins or something. Anyway, now this is a whole lot of their problem, and so we sent Sek to go talk to them before we volunteered. Told what our assistance. Now, they ain't got back to us yet, so we ain't got to plan in no kind of assault because we don't want them to show up and have to kill all them here.
Well,
You understand?
I'm not necessarily proposing immediate action.
Oh, okay then. You just get to talk on that, and I'll be quiet. Need to say kick him.
That's and he says, I've got perhaps some. I can expand on the situation, perhaps offer an alternative theoretical plan, a rough outline, to be honest. It would depend on who's going to be involved, what their capabilities are. But it may be a better solution, perhaps. Or a more permanent one, if you will.
Well, say on then.
Well, he says, I'll start at the beginning, is that for the Guru and the Skin Changers, there are three components to the universe. There's creation, destruction, and stasis. That's how they operate. Each of these has an embodiment. The embodiment of destruction, known as the worm, became, in ages past, warped and became the corrupter. And instead of destroying and fulfilling its role, keeping the cycle moving, it began to twist and corrupt that which was created and that which was supposed to remain in stasis. With no destruction, but with constant growth, it's a battle between growth and stasis. Those elements started to get twisted as well. A portion of this corrupt spirit came into conflict with a vast spirit, one that I follow and support. This vast spirit that I follow consumed it, and in doing so, absorbed part of it, so to speak. When they absorbed it, however, it did not absorb the corruption, merely the original essence of destruction. However, by itself, it's not strong enough to take up that mantle and fulfill that role and help restabilize that. After communing with him for the past moons, since the rise of this green dragon, it has come to his belief that he could begin to take that role if he were to have this green dragon follow him and be beholden to him rather than to the corrupter. To that end, the green dragon would need to be defeated, whether that's a single aspect, a physical avatar, it won't matter, because I have, and granted it is a basic outline, but a means by which to create a conduit. Obviously, depending who helps develop this conduit will affect the shape it takes, but once this conduit is created, will form a link between the spirit I follow and the green dragon. Now comes the tricky part. We have to have to somehow subdue the green dragon enough that the spirit I follow, known as the Shadow Dragon, or the Great Destroyer.
That don't sound ominous at all.
Yeah, not at all.
He was originally a great kami of the East known as the Dragon of Air. However, when you devour the essence of corruption and destruction, that'll change someone, especially something like a spirit. That is a vast transformation.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Did the same thing myself once.
To that end, once the conduit is created, he can begin devouring the corruption from the green dragon, just as he did from that portion of what is known as the worm when he consumed that. That will, one, remove the corruption from green dragon, and two, form that link, allowing the shadow dragon to begin to be elevated into what is known as what the various skin changers call the triad, as the destroyer, the original third piece. What this will do then, obviously, is put the corruptor outside the triad, create a new, hopefully, and eventually allow the triad to begin to balance itself, that it can then even combat the corruptor from a stable standpoint. Now, there's a couple of components here. Step one, create the conduit. I'm not an artificer. Step two, subdue the green dragon in some fashion, whether it's avatar, a representative with a strong link to an aspect, whatever the case may be. Step three, some sort of ritual to empower the conduit. And again, that ritual may change shape depending on what the conduit is. But the ritual to link the shadow dragon through the conduit to the green dragon. Give him a roadmap. Somehow imprison or subdue the green dragon once it's been defeated. And then my portion will be to maintain the shadow dragon in an empowered state while it finishes that consumption and cleansing. Obviously, this requires a number of allies. It will be a large undertaking. And it requires skills above and beyond me.
If we can pull this off, the Guru will owe all of Magekind a debt that I don't think they will ever be able to repay. So I'm certain I can arrange for their help.
Here's the thing. I kind of did something with a few of the masters of the craft that it was a ritual to literally transport the green dragon upon defeat to a secure vault where it will be imprisoned for a certain amount of time to, I'd say be cleaned of his negative juju or something.
So we
Well,
are.
that means that Eleni, or Flavia, do need to speak into your mic.
Okay, so
Sorry, we heard that, but you were getting further and further away. Well, that means that you've done part of what we need to do already. You've made sure that after we defeat the Green Dragon, it will be subdued, and we can then do what we need to.
yeah.
I don't want them boys to owe us nothing. Why can't we just do it?
Okay. Have you fought with a giant-ass spirit?
I ain't talking about that. I don't want these gear shifter people to owe us jack and shit. I just want to do it because it's right and it's fucking make the city. Ain't that enough?
That is enough. What I'm trying to say is that I can arrange for their help in both fighting it or possibly even creating the conduit.
But we were just told it was one of them that caused this problem in the first place. So why should we trust them to do anything to help us? That's my question. I mean, I'm just curious. I don't know. But we were just told that it was one of them who let this thing out. So we're cleaning up their mess.
Tokugawa will speak up a little bit, and he says, "Well, it is true. I can tell you the Shadow Dragon himself does have a few followers among their kind, even in the city here, albeit a very small group. But
I mean,
he is also still a totem spirit to them, or could be."
I'm just confused. I agree with Fix that no matter what, we need to clean this up because it's messing with the city, which is messing with.
We got Sec on that whole getting the Geru to help us out thing.
Yeah.
Because she's one of the what they call it again?
Kinfolk.
Yeah, them people's just their cousins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is you one of their cousins too?
That's a Tokugawa.
No, I was
I think
talking
that was Miriam.
to Marion. You related to them some kind of way too?
No,
Okay, so
I'm a big fan of trying to get as many people involved as possible because we're dealing with forces that have taken the strongest mages and the strongest shifters millennia of combating that we may put an end to. I'd rather not get obliterated in the process. Thank you very much.
I mean, from what I know of the Guru history, they ain't exactly one to be trusted. No offense, Seth.
No, that's true. In the past, the Guru have done some pretty shady things, unfortunately.
From what I recall, to their own people.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of thing makes me wonder. Yes, we could use the help, but I agree with Fix. Anything from it, not to help them. I mean, I have nothing against them, but
I do have it on good authority that the one that did let it out was punished rather severely.
is he still alive?
Not to my knowledge.
Maybe that.
To my knowledge, he was sent into the Deep Umbra on a big ritual purification thing, and I have no idea if he's come back or not.
Well, I hope that the good Lord don't protect his fool ass. Is what I hope. So
we're not really asking for anything in return. We need to clean up the city, no matter. I mean, even if we count out
it's in everyone's best interest that this happen, that the city gets cleaned up.
But I'm just bringing up the point that in the past, the Guru have not exactly been friendly to anybody else's cause but the Guru. I mean, so I'm just kind of worried that, once we get that done, what are they going to do? Turn around and say, fuck you, and then, kill us? I mean, we don't, how do we know we can trust them?
We don't. That's why I say we lay hex on them before we have. Shit, that's what I would do.
I mean, if they prove themselves, they prove themselves. But for right now, they haven't exactly given me a reason to trust them right now. I was told one of them was the reason they got let out. So that tells me that they don't have any kind of control over their people. And we don't exactly see them coming over here to say hi. And
you'd think they'd need one of us to do something this big and stupid. So they did this all on their own. That's kind of make me all right then. I thought for sure it was a mage that did this.
It does kind of sound like one, doesn't it?
Okay, look here, Mr. Shadow Dragon. Would you try and tell us is that there's some kind of ritual or rite or something that creates this person called a conduit, and then he sucks all the evil out of the dude, and then this Alan person is going whammify some imprison this thing some kind of place else after we suck all the evil out of it. Correct?
Well, I think the intent is the plan would be to imprison it long enough to allow us to get the evil out of it. That obviously will be a process I'm talking about.
That's a mighty big binding, though, ain't it?
Yeah, it can be.
I mean, no offense, I do smell a lot of if in this plan.
But no. We just got to we got to get talk to some of the big dogs because this little fish can't be. That's a whole lot of what they call that correspondence. That's it.
Well, from what Mr. Leaner said, he's already created the route and the prison
I mean, nothing
with
against him,
help.
but I would like one of the big dogs to check that out to make sure it's secured and that
You
there's a
John
big
is one of the big dogs, eh?
I
Yeah,
believe
but he hasn't checked it yet, has he?
Mr. Lean said he did get some help. I didn't hear names, but
Okay.
that
As
was
long as they get,
mentioned.
I'm just worried about, we don't need this thing getting back out again because if it gets back out again, it ain't sure ain't gonna be as nice as it was with this.
Well, we also got to talk about this here corruption now. Now I didn't look around spiritually, and there's a whole heck of a lot of folks that's got some kind of stain on 'em.
Well, and that's part of the unfortunate problem with it running rampant as well.
If we get rid of this thing, will it clear the corruption from all these people?
Ooh, that's a
Or
good
do we
one,
have to do
Zach.
that? Or do we have to do that individually?
Without its influence, that corruption would eventually bleed away.
Okay.
But until we have done mollywop this thing, how do we keep the corruption from? Can we protect people? Can we ward people? Can we just?
From spreading?
Well, there are certainly things you can do. I guess it depends how pervasive you want to get.
Well, on that front, I already discussed with a few people, and I have 3 plans in place to calm everyone the fuck down magically. So
Whoa, you talking about using magic on people's brains? What you talking about?
I'm talking about using spirits to calm people down by just being a lot helpful. That's all.
But isn't it a spirit that's corrupting everything? So it's going to be a... I mean, hey, let them fight it out for all I care, but...
Well, how you know the spirits that touch the corrupted people they ain't gonna get corrected themselves?
Well, there is right now one spirit that technically has been cleaned up, woken up, and is doing a lot of good right now. So there are 2 more other plans with other spirits that will help the first one. Fuck, I'm thinking of plan number 4 to literally wake up the city parent and say, please, oh please, help us in this endeavor.
I've also personally done a ritual to try to calm the city down, buy us a bit more time.
The whole city by yourself. You need that?
Here's the problem. It sounds like there's a lot of people doing individual
for
stuff.
12 hours straight was not very easy, no.
But if you had help, you could have probably broken that down and covered a much larger basis. Why are we all doing this stuff separately?
But at the time, circumstances meant that I had to be where I was and couldn't leave and couldn't ask for help. So.
Odd. But okay. I mean, it sounds like we're all trying to do a lot of things by ourselves. We need to start working together as a group, because if we keep trying to do things individually, it's only going to get us one giant,
I
boner.
couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you really want the names of the masters, there are Tuomi, Director Adams, what's his name again?
Ethan?
Sorry, out of character slip up. I'm trying to remember the Hermetic Master and the Enigma and now the Hermetic Master. Ethan, thank you. Ethan. those are the 4 that helped me in that ritual.
I know Ethan. He good people.
Okay, well, I mean, if these were masters, then I'm not worried about it. I mean, I just want to make sure that we don't have any screw ups, and then, the whole world is against us at that point.
Well, there is a little thing that happened.
Nothing's perfect.
Yeah, well, Tuomi kind of got stupid, and he started devouring spiritual energy from both me and someone else that went there to investigate to find Hugo.
See, Fix, here's the problem again. People going off on their own, and then we get in trouble.
Well,
Yeah.
I was wondering where the fuck Hugo went, so I started with the obvious place, his home.
He's looking around, but there's a group of us. I mean, admittedly, I just got back from a long time concentration, but there's a group of us sitting right here, and especially now that you don't have to keep doing that. You keep going alone, that's going to get you either dead or corrupted. And if you're corrupted, then that means you're our enemy, and sorry for you, but we'll solve that problem.
Yeah, I know.
I'd like you to stay on our side, because from everything you've said so far, it sounds good.
It would be a damn shame if you got corrupted.
Yeah.
Well, I did a lot of shit so that I'd save a lot of people to not get corrupted. So,
But it's always
There's
good
that.
to work in. It's always good to work in a group, especially a group like us. And, get the other mages together. Not necessarily keep calling on the elders, on the masters all the time. A bunch of us who, could use it, just for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And Seg don't know nobody, so you gonna have to get her in her cell phone. It's like having Facebook friends. She ain't got a lot of characters. You got to get her mage numbers up is what you need to do.
Yeah.
I'm meeting lots of new people all the time, so it's like literally, there are times where I literally don't know who I know.
Well, that's my problem. I don't like anybody. It's a detriment, really. Like this big dude that ain't saying nothing since he walked in. This guy is really getting on my nerves.
Pointing to Aaron.
I have no idea what the hell half the crap you guys are talking about, so I'm just learning.
Yeah, no worry. You'll meet everyone eventually.
Well, I'm going to leave it like this to everybody here involved. If it comes to helping the city, you got my vote, and you got my help in whatever way I can.
Yep. Same here.
So if you need me, call me. If you need my number, I'll get you my number.
Speaking
Yeah,
of numbers,
Same
do
here.
you guys need my number?
Yeah, Zach, get her number.
Let's do this.
Zach starts
Aaron,
calling
Come
me
up
calling.
before.
Aaron will take some slips of paper, jot down his number, and hand them out, and introduce himself. I'm Aaron Devereaux.
Wonder when you were going to introduce yourself. You ain't even said hi to us.
That's why I gave her my pistols.
You got to understand, Fix. You don't like it when people are rude.
Nobody introduced themselves to me either. The only guy I know here is Alan, I think
Hi.
his name is.
Yeah, I'm Aline. Hi.
You're a pretty terrible host, then. I bring somebody to a party, and he's not going to grill and tell people who he is.
Yeah, I've been in a
right,
freaking
good.
long trip fighting for my life, and then, making a trip from all the way from nowhere. So it's like I'm literally kind of just going from place to place to place to place, and literally it's like I'm forgetting my manners and I need to get some rest.
Okay, let's solve it this way. My name's Zach. That's Fix. That's the cat. You just introduced yourself, so you're Aaron. I already know you, Miriam. And this is Tokugawa, and that's Michael John.
And that's
Alan.
all.
Yeah.
Alan was okay. There we go.
Yes.
Now we all.
And that's Orion.
And
Nice
that's
to know
Orion.
y'all. Nice to know
Problem
y'all.
solved.
Right. So what is the plan for now then?
Do we still want to talk to the shifters?
Yes.
Okay.
don't
We
know.
need to get someone to make a conduit, which is, I don't know who does shit like that.
Well, again, I have a abstract design, but the actual form will be dependent upon who's doing it and how they build, design, integrate.
Okay, righteous. Well, I know that there is a master within the city that is able to work that in primal stuff, and then there's a master that knows how to make shit, and then there's a sergeant that usually does shit.
Yeah, well, we're gonna not know. Mm-mm,
Yeah, we
no.
can't keep going to the masters.
No. The sergeant guy? Yeah, forget that.
Well,
I know there's
okay,
the.
that guy. Okay.
I know several guru who are artificers. I can speak to them about it.
Okay,
I'll say what?
what's wrong with the sergeant?
Huh? What is
What's
that?
wrong with the sergeant?
What you mean?
Because you kind of said fuck that guy.
I didn't say that. I said no, not that guy.
Okay, why?
Trust me.
Okay.
We know him, all right.
There's a longer story behind that, but let's just keep it at that.
Well, you want to keep it on Front Street? We can keep it on Front Street. We can share, information. This is not some kind of clandestine super secret squirrel outfit.
True.
The sergeant might be crazy. He might be. See, Solus, you ever heard of Solus? Half man, half car. He's pretty awesome. He
Yeah.
knows how to do magic. Now, Solus says that he was part of the experimental group that kind of made whatever the sergeant is, and he might regress. He might. Because he's a technocrat, we're just going to keep an eye on him for a little while, see what, makes him go crazy. And I'd rather not have him part of any large works of artistry that might cause us to, die till the end, if you don't mind. Is that cool?
Not just us die, but everybody die.
Okay. I know that he helped me once make a suit for someone to literally keep some bad folk off our back, but okay.
Zach just.
Made a suit, did he?
Yeah, he made a suit.
That's cute. That's awesome. Zach, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
No, they don't.
So, Sek is going to go back to the Geru. Are the Geru the only kind of things that change shape? Because I'm some kind of kinfolk, and I don't want to be related to them.
No.
No.
They're
I'm aware of a werebear as well, but I don't know what they call themselves.
I never really too much like fish, so I don't think I'm no kin to them.
Okay.
Anything else? They don't got like a were shark. That'd be cool. I like to swim.
You're right back.
I don't know. Let's see.
There's one guru that I've had a run-in with. Her name was McKenna. Yeah, McKenna. That was it.
Firecrotch? Yeah, I know her.
She seemed pretty good. She seemed to be a pretty good person.
Good judge of people, are you?
Sorry.
Good judge of people, are you?
Okay.
He asked if you're a good judge of people.
I think I am, but
I don't know nothing about
Has it
changing
screwed you over in
breeds.
the past?
me and her had a drinking contest.
Damn. I know that she holds her drink well.
I managed 9 rounds with her, and then I kind of gave up.
You're a mage and you lose to a Garo in a drink contest. You need to just turn the superpowers in right now.
Well, fuck. I like to drink, but she outdrank me. Okay.
We got superpowers.
Oh, I don't
Alright,
have
so-
those type of superpowers. You can figure
Okay,
that
second's
one
gonna
out.
go back to the second's gonna go back to the guru. Talk to them.
You apparently have every master in the city on speed dial, so you can go talk to all of them.
Oh, fuck no. I just had a few of them, and literally I had to go
Yeah, more than
around
we do.
to find them. Still don't know what to do with the Tuomi for realsies.
What's wrong with him?
He got some crazy eye and started eating everyone's souls.
That's a problem. Is he still walking around?
Yeah, he's walking around in the vineyard.
Shouldn't we go take him out before we take out the big giant spirit? If there's a dude walking around eating souls?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tokugawa.
Kind of at this point.
Tokugawa says, my one concern is I know what the vineyard is or was. I don't know if it still is.
Oh, okay. Enlighten me.
I was gonna say, enlighten us all.
The Shadow Dragon is also the keeper of secrets, which means he is very good at finding secrets. And it turns out the vineyard was meant to keep a very large secret.
The suspense is killing me.
Yeah.
That being that a slumbering and believed to be lost spirit had resided there.
Which would be
Well, it was commonly recognized as Turtle, but it was the spirit of a lost tribe. However,
Okay.
when I was last in that area, that spirit was absent, and it was as if there was a great maw in those caves, a devourer. And not a devourer in the way that the Shadow Dragon consumes, but rather a devourer that simply hungers.
We need to go check this here place out.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
probably might be Tuomi.
You're saying a spiritually corrupt devourer.
Correct. One that devours for the sake of devouring.
Yeah,
That's no good.
Well, as my grandmama used to say, praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Let's go down there.
Seems legit.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to if you have some other pressing business.
No, I literally just escaped there to get some help, so
and look,
you're
he's just gonna
as
help.
good as help
Your
as
help.
any. You know?
I go, John, if we die, just tell somebody, okay? Good talk.
Alright.
Y'all ready to go kick some ass?
Uh-huh.
Just about.
If you guys don't mind, I'm not exactly an overly combat-oriented person. I'll stick out here and bring reinforcements if you don't show up in.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not how this works.
Out of character, I've got a character stuck in there, so there's a character that character will probably be the trump card in the trump character in the scene.
Well, if you just want to make up plot, you go right ahead, but I don't think that's how it works, Playboy.
This character, the character that's in there, has been stuck in there. It's
What's that got to do with
we're
us?
fighting it from the outside.
What's
Not
that got to do with us?
Yeah.
You can't
We're fighting it
play
from the
both characters at the same
I can't
spot.
play both characters at the same time.
He's not playing that character, he's playing this one. What's the problem?
that character would be taken over.
Anyway,
What's ST say?
I'm
John?
sending P and a PM to clarify.
Okay.
Like I say, we're fighting this from the outside. That has nothing to do with what goes on inside. If we fix it, then that guy will just pop out.
Speaking of fighting it, you guys don't happen to have like a spare sword around here, do you? Just asking.
They said,
A
have you
sword.
seen the inside of the castle yet? Plenty of
Well,
swords.
yeah, I
have-
don't know if I can just take any of those or if they're sharp
Show 'em.
or
Second.
no.
Okay,
Looks
never
like
mind.
I don't think Lance had a problem.
I don't
Never
have any
mind.
swords, but I've got a shotgun if you want it.
I've got this pistol, and if we're fighting a spirit, the pistol's probably better than the shotgun.
Exactly.
Suit yourself. I'm gonna be rocking an SMG for this fight.
So
I'm
everybody
just
stand
thinking in
behind me
case
and-
I need to get up close and personal, that's all.
Confusion's been settled. Never mind. Cancel what I just last said.
We had
Okay.
already.
Alright. So, whose car are we taking?
The real question is, how long is
And
our
I'll
ST
fit
going to be
car,
awake?
so let's take cars.
Is our ST asleep yet?
That's what I'm asking. Is our ST going to be awake for this combat scene?
Yep, I'm good. Are you guys
Okay.
asking the Bayou John and Tokugawa with, or are you guys just going to do this, or just so I'm clear, out of character? There's
John's
a lot
John's
of we and us, and I want to know where
okay. John's a master of correspondence, ain't he? And industry. He sets up wards and shit.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Thank you.
Long pause.
I wanted to check my notes so I was on the same page.
All right. So I say we get an eagle eye view of this place. You said you all have already been there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what can you tell us about the outside?
Well, outside is protected by a gate that has a magically sealed lock.
Did you try and unweave it?
I can't. I don't know how to.
Oh.
I was let inside by the owner of said lock the first time, but this time I can't because the owner is literally trying to summon a spirit somewhere else.
Okay. So this Tuoni person, we're pretty sure is inside of there.
Yep, he is the fucker that started sucking out my soul.
Well, have you grown any back?
Yeah, well, I didn't have time to rest, so I'm running on empty.
Would you like a nap or a node? We got one of them.
Yeah, I'd totally like to meditate near a node.
Should we wait and let him prepare before we all go in?
How long does that take?
If everybody tops up, so to speak.
We will avail you of our node.
Oh, okay. So, John, wits meditation, intelligence meditation, to get back my quint.
You're free to use whichever one's higher.
Oh wait, you need some quintessence. How much do you need?
3.
Do you willingly accept my gift,
Yes.
John? Do you need me to roll prime 3 to transfer 3 from my freaking thingy to him?
No, that's fine.
Okay. He pours you a glass of whiskey. Here you go. Have a sip.
He takes the sip.
I
Okay.
thought you were gonna give them more of the magic water bottles that they keep in the.
It's moonshine,
Yeah.
sir.
Gotcha.
Moonshine. Nice. So, now that he's topped off, yay,
My parry app is now down to 7, John.
Okay.
Any other
Okay.
excuses?
Nope. I have my freaking lightsaber. Let's do this.
Yeah, I think takes a coin to swing, right?
Oh, his is a wonder lightsaber,
Oh.
not a prime lightsaber.
Let's do this.
Yep.
John and Tokugawa, if you guys guard the outside, at least get us through the front door. Then let us go in and take care of business. That way, at least somebody be outside if we get stuck and, die.
Well,
How'd that be?
certainly do that.
All right.
I'm back.
Alright. Cool. We got a plan.
All right, so we're going to go, suss out, and see what we can see. They're going to break down the barrier. We're going to go in, find this dude, and shoot him in the face. Or are we trying to redeem him in some way?
I have to just shoot him in the face. Problem solved.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's some kind of soul sucker. I don't know.
Well, right now I don't know of anything. I literally just got back from a long ass trip. You know, the long way around of exiting that place. So, your guess is as good as mine.
So when you go through the doors, you go to the other side. You don't stay in this world.
I had to do an emergency exit to get the fuck out.
No, we're talking about when you get there originally. When you go through the doors, did you go into that world, into another world, or did you stay in this world and then get pulled in?
I had my senses assaulted, kind of like dizzy all the time, and I literally kind of felt my soul being sucked out while being dizzy.
Oh, gee, Miriam, I guess that means you get to take point, don't it? Out of character, you're the only mind mage we have.
So,
Well, that's good because
you know,
Aaron was talking about using the SMG, and I don't want to be in front of that thing.
protect your mind,
Miriam's gonna
protect
just
your soul.
walk. Yeah, Miriam's just gonna walk to her car, and she's gonna pull out the SMG and a leather strap that's got Hebrew written on it. She's gonna slowly wrap that leather strap all the way around her arm.
Okay.
Zach, are you wearing that thing?
Yes, he's always
Good.
wearing it.
Zach, you know how to. Now, okay, everybody, remember, don't do nothing now. Everything we do, we got to do when we get there because it's how things work.
Alright, righteous.
P-break!
Yeah.
All right. Well, assume you guys are en route. We'll take a bathroom break, smoke break,
Okay.
couple minutes,
Cool.
and then we will reconvene which will be you guys arriving. How's that sound?
Okay, cool. I'm
Legit.
going to do the break right now, so I'm muting.
Perfect.
John, can I, since there are swords around here, can I grab one of them?
I'm assuming
Some guns?
Fix said feel free. So
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
Lance has any locked.
And Miriam's lending out her shotgun back to Aline.
okay. We'll
Because-
make sure he's aware of that when he gets back.
All right.
I'm gonna step
Hey, she
away
has
from
3 guns and she's willing to lend them, so.
right.
I should stop with extra news. Lots of food.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some water. I'm fucking thirsty.
And you get IRL theocracy lore if you happen to understand why she's wrapping that leather strap around her arm.
That don't care.
Sweet.
Whatever works for her, that's as far as she sees it. If it works, it works. He's still not gonna stand in front of that submachine gun though.
That's totally fine.
Hey, even the best shot fucks up every now and then. That's how
True.
he sees it. He doesn't want
But
people standing in front of him when he's shooting. So
She's got true faith and like 7 dots of Avatar at the moment. So ain't nothing gonna be eating her soul.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Since I can't lock any of my effects, I guess I have to wait till I get there.
yeah, I can't either. So fuck that.
Actually, you can. You can lock
Can I?
any. Yeah, you can lock stuff onto gear. You can lock because you have matter.
If you have Prime 2, you can make anything deal ag damage.
Oh, unfortunately, I don't. But with Spirit 3, can I make it so like the gun can do damage just to the spirits?
Do you remember the chart?
No.
With
not
Spirit
really.
2, you can make stuff affect spirits.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I was pretty sure.
Remember the selective fire road?
Yes.
Okay. Remember that page?
I think I have it written down on the character sheet actually.
Okay, back.
Yes, I do. Awesome.
There you go. Just remember that's how that works.
One moment.
It's the book.
You ready for this, Chelsea?
Bring you the what and the what now?
Oh, Chelsea's gone. Okay.
Yeah, Josie stepped out. She figured why everybody else was getting a break in. She grabbed her.
Okay.
And
Now remember, since firing the gun is part of the thing, you get to make both rolls. You make the one roll to shoot and one roll to the conversion. Got it?
no.
Okay. You have enough spheres to turn them into those things in that chart.
Yeah.
You just have to make
Okay.
so you pull the trigger and you make the roll because they're part of the same thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Conversely, you could just do it here and lock it.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Is I was gonna do it here, and just lock it into place.
Okay, I'm back.
But talk to John first.
Okay. Yeah.
What do we need to talk to John about?
Coffee and no-dos.
I know I got a monster.
Okay,
I'm gonna need
So-
coffee and noodles too. Jesus.
are we all back?
Actually, I do have to ask a question. But John, I'm gonna PM you with it.
And make sure you send him the relevant page number.
Yeah,
That does always help.
I will send the relevant page number. Don't worry.
I don't have a problem hunting down an answer if we need to. But if we got a source already for me, we can save everyone's time.
Well, I'll have the page number. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Ouch. Oh, I sent you 2 pages the wrong way.
Oh, maybe an outlaw. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Toto.
God damn.
The only one you can't do is the tater.
Yeah, There's only one set I want to do right now. Since we were told specifically
That.
it was 8. Yeah. I mean, the others would be nice, but
Any questions we need to get out the way before we start?
Nope. I just got a bunch of facts to layer on that I would rather
Yeah.
John witness. So
Yeah, 1 second. I PMing John something.
John don't up the PMs.
I should probably get the match book open just for reference sake.
Am smart.
Okay. I'll make that roll on here, though.
I figure we didn't need it for conversation's sake, but if we're going in combat, that might be useful.
oh, Flavio,
Yeah.
Miriam hands you the shotgun.
Oh, I have a shotgun now. Okay, cool.
Hey, it's better than nothing. So
Yeah.
We are doing all these weapon trainings not in the public eye, John.
yeah. No, this is being the car.
Okay.
I figured I'd state it so that
Tokugawa's people kind of cleared out the parking lot when you guys started heading out that way.
he got rid of thugs. I like him. He brought his own gun.
All right. As we're getting close to arriving, I've got a couple of effects to layer on my weapons.
Okay.
First, Prime 2 effect pattern. And I'll spend a willpower, so that's 2, so that's enough to last it. And Spirit 2, which I need to do the thing for that, so rolling the thing. 2 successes there. Rolling willpower. Made it. So my gun's going to affect spirits, and it's going to affect their patterns.
Alrighty.
And, Spirit 1 on myself, so I can see the dang spirits.
Yeah, there's an awful idea.
And
Oh, yeah, that might
willpower.
be Shoot it up in there.
Spending a quintessence and a willpower.
Okay.
For Empower Mind.
I can see.
Y'all have ways to lock some of these effects because if we do it in the car, it won't happen when we get outside the car.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll wait.
Just throwing it out there.
I'll wait then.
Well, if you get successes for duration, then that's why I was making sure I had at least 2 successes, so one of them goes into duration.
But we don't do that.
It'd
Okay.
still be easier to read anyways. Not a fuck
So-
with you
I'm
like
also
driving.
not very. I mean, we could sit here and split hairs and say, "Oh, you guys were outside when you walked in." There's only so far down that rabbit hole I'm gonna go.
All right, so
Yeah.
locking effects isn't a thing. We'll move on.
I mean, if you want to have it still be in effect when you get back to Camelot, yeah, then we gotta worry about locking it. But the car to the parking lot outside the car to the door on the other side of the parking lot, I'm not gonna split hairs that far, because we can make that a real ugly, twisted rabbit hole real fast.
Yeah, no,
That's gonna take
fuck
his
that
truck.
shit.
Is this room a different scene than that room? Is it a different scene because it's an exterior door?
Actually, the only person that makes that determination is you, John.
Right. So for me, you guys are in the vehicle, in the parking lot of the place you're going. Good enough.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then I'm spending a quintessence and a willpower.
I'm not casting anything. Oh yeah.
Miriam, can you return my lost willpower? Or, can I... Oh, better yet, can I meditate in the car? So it's not like I'm fucking wasting everyone's time to recover my will.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, the higher of intelligence or will or wits, which is intelligence in my case, then meditation, so 5 dice. So fuck this shit. I got a willpower point back. Neat. One more time. And I got nothing this time. Shit. Alright, so just one willpower point back. Awesome. Let me see how much I lost there. No, I kind of lost one willpower point, and then I kind of spent one for auto. Yeah. So technically I'm down to 4. Okay. Never mind. Math. It's late for me, so, it's hard. So I'm good.
Aaron's checking. Aaron's checking a pistol that he brought with him.
Okay, I'm doing hand waving with my freaking lightsaber to get that 1 extra dice on my
Hooray
RTA
for
roll.
frickin' lightsabers.
Sorry.
I said hooray for frickin' lightsabers.
Yeah. Turning my spirit side up, John,
Okay.
so that I know what will come at me. Boop. So I got a nothing. Fuck you. Fuck you, 1. Fuck you. That one time where I didn't need a 1. Fucking hell. I'm redoing the thing at a higher def. Shit. Spending a quint and a willpower. The 1 willpower that I regained because fuck your dice. Bless you. And apparently I needed that willpower because all the 1s cancelled out my successes. Fuck you guys. Seriously. So I have my spirit sight. Not for long, but it's still up. Great. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Any other preparations?
I mean, I'd like to be able to see spirits too, so I think all that.
Yeah, we can move spirits, or else I'm going to be shooting blindly.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sweet.
Yeah, I'm just thinking on the how.
Man, you can see.
I see you getting 2 successes.
Everyone's got spirit side up can see that Fix has like 10 ghosts hanging around.
Yeah, he's back and used to it.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Scooby-Doo.
So everyone's got spirit sight.
Yeah, I think we're all good to go.
Okay, cool.
John's like, I was so ready for this.
We can wait. We can table this till next time if you want to, John.
No, these two will Tokugawa and Bayou John will approach the gate initially. And as Bayou John begins, first he walks across the in front of the gate, drops him a line of salt. Does begin. So actually ends up stepping to one side even and starting a small fire.
Oh, I just realized something. I'm going to real quick, cast share perception so people can share Miriam Spirit Sight if they so
Why we
choose.
don't have spirit sight?
I don't.
Yes, if you don't have Spirit Sight, now you can see spirits through her.
Yes.
Awesome.
So you can now
You
see spirits
extend.
through her. If you so want to indulge, because she's not going to do it to someone who's unwilling.
Okay, I want to indulge in having my successes be more than just the one. So, you know.
There you go. So everyone in the group can share Miriam's perceptions.
Righteous.
Yay.
Okay, cool.
Um,
John, you do the thing.
well, with all of you having spirit sight up, you would see that Bayou Jun is erecting a number of spiritual barriers. He's also disassembling some of the existing ones. And then Tokugawa with a very brief gesture, kind of basically like a martial arts routine, done slower, sort of meditative. And then he steps forward, and as he strikes the gate and the lock shatter.
Sweet.
And then he will step back, take up a position on the opposite side of the now open gateway by you, John, and give you a nod.
Okay. The magic effect, I assume, was cast by Tuoni.
The one with soul sucking? Yeah.
He goes, well, let's see if it's close enough to him. John, the residual magical effect, does that give me a correspondence connection of less of any kind?
Yeah, it would be. I mean, it would be somewhat muted, but
Okay.
it would be some.
All right. So
Or you're not shooting entirely blind.
okay. So in that case, that means if I check the correspondence chart, would he be a briefly touched or met, casual acquaintance, possession, or casual friend? Which one? That's on page 504.
That would be let's say casual acquaintance or object used once.
Okay, I will need 4 successes. Yay. I spend a willpower, and I hope for the best here. I gotta track them. Standard. So I need 4 successes to do this. I spend a willpower point, and it's a difficulty 6 on my primal update. Yay. 4. So I have a on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, can't load a difficulty. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So I can find him. He Fix kind of like he hunkers down. He puts his hands on the ground and he starts pawing at it. Orion begins to mimic the movement, and then they kind of lope off in the direction of the building, like they're following something.
Looks like they got the scent.
Righteous. Let's go.
Let's head that way then.
Follows.
Alright, so
Yeah,
you guys
Aaron will
will
follow too.
follow.
Mm-hmm.
The rifle is in my hand, Sean, and it is loaded with one quintessence. And one more effect he kicks up, since it's all about duration. Correspondence 2, I will raise the difficulty to shoot me by the successes that I get on this roll. There you go. So
Okay.
add 3 to the difficulty to shoot me for however long 3 successes is. Let's see.
Okay.
So this will last a day. So we're walking, we're tracking, we're looking around. What's going on?
Well, the first thing you'll notice is that at one point there were potted plants and such in here. Those are all withered now. Everything seems kind of muted, faded. And as you start to approach what you know to be one of the more larger chambers, get kind of a feeling of apathy more than anything. And it starts out gradual. You know, you're not quite as motivated to continue, that sort of thing.
Can any of us resist this effect with any sort of effect?
You are welcome to make a willpower or attempt to shield your mind from it. Ian, your mind is already shielded. So
Miriam's going to attempt to shield the group's mind,
okay.
if possible.
Am I strong enough to assist?
Do you have correspondence to mind too?
I have correspondence data 2 and mind 2.
Then yeah, you can totally assist. I have to spend a willpower if you're assisting because of a flaw. But
Okay.
doing so.
What do I roll for that? Just my ret?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll spend a quintessence to lower the difficulty too.
So difficulty gets lowered to 4.
There you go.
Heck yeah, I believe we are shielded at that point.
Do you have correspondence 3 and mind 3?
Technically, you only need mind 1. We're just infusing correspondence to make it go over the area.
So anyway, we have mind shielding due to our 2 mage friends. Now what?
Yeah. I was only suggesting that it would be 2 because we're resisting an emotion, and emotions are mind 2.
Just being serious.
Okay. John?
Alright. I'm assuming that at that point then you guys will continue.
Okay, what the hell is that squeaking sound?
Market.
Okay. Please continue, John.
You reach a large round chamber. Within it sits the mage. When you've met him before, this would be Tuani.
Okay.
Well, you know,
Somebody give me a perception alertness.
perception alertness due to my little friend. I actually have more dice, so yay me. 2 successes.
2 for Miriam.
2 for me.
Alright, the first thing you'll notice is that his eyes are completely jet black. But he doesn't appear to be breathing either.
Life. I'll do life.
Life 1?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I try to sense his aura using spirit?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I think it's Spirit 1.
That'll work.
Looks
Yeah.
like.
I'll help.
You can do it with both Spirit 1 and Prime 1. So. Anyway.
Mind 1 or Spirit 1, yeah.
Yeah.
I got 1 success.
I got 2
successes,
successes.
I think.
I got 2 successes on life.
Alright. Your life sight, Ian, shows a muted and kind of sputtering life force.
So it's alive. So it's alive,
Yes.
but in distress.
Well, like it's yeah, like it's lacking something. The two of you who are looking at auras, the which is because they don't have it. But the auras imply a heavy. It's a craving, a little bit of like rage and frustration. The aura is flickering quite a bit.
That ain't cool. Well, how
Okay.
far away are we from him?
Right now, you guys have this is a larger chamber, so you guys are probably about 40 feet away.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna
he's
say.
sitting kind of like a kneeling meditative pose. Sitting
I'm
on
gonna
his.
say quietly that there's something wrong with him, some kind of hunger within him.
Does he got soul?
It's flickering.
He's still alive. He's missing something though.
Can we find that thing he's missing? Is there a spirit? Make a spirit 1 correspondence 2 check around to see if he's connected to anything in here. Maybe his soul's in here somewhere and we can't see it or something.
John,
He doesn't seem. He does have a spiritual connection to something below.
Something below.
Yes.
I will. Something down there is connected to. I don't know if it's something missing or the thing that took it. Now, is this a aura that is the tether that I'm looking at? Is it like spiritual, or is it what? Is it like is it holding him here? Is it taking something from him, this cord, or is it something that is just connected? It's something that's just part of him down there.
It seems to be something that is joined to him, so to speak.
So the thing is, so the issue is can I make a spirit lore roll? A spirit lore to see if there's something I can figure out about it, or plus that other lore I have that's naughty.
Yeah.
The second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, does my spirit lore have any bearing on figuring out what's up with his aura?
It's gonna walk her.
Okay.
I think I did.
Josie, between his aura and seeing the spiritual connection, and now additionally, you can kind of make the connection that there's some sort of hunger spirit that's tethered to him, something that wants to consume.
Okay.
Whether it's
You're
hunger,
looking for
gluttony, you're not exactly sure, but something of that nature.
So it seems as if he's corrupted by another spirit, and of some kind of hunger spirit.
Well, didn't we come here looking for a devourer?
yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't that
we
make
might have
sense?
found it.
I think we just did. Or at least its connection.
Okay.
Can we sever this connection? So she made a spirit roll. Does she know whether or not we can sever it?
I mean, can we like fire at the at the connection?
Just roll that spirit touch and freaking go at the cord or something. I don't know. Everyone's severing the cord, technically. Can we do that with the things that we got so far?
What's
John?
that?
I think he's concentrating.
I was answering a side chat through the lawyer's rolls.
Okay. He ain't doing magic anymore. When Fix says that his eyes are black, he says he's not doing magic anymore.
So what do we do? Kill the host or try and kill the spirit?
The spirit inside of him. He's replaced it with the spirit. That spirit ain't here. It's down there.
But if we take him out, will that sever the connection and break the bond?
The spirit will be free. His body will die.
Okay.
We don't want to kill him until we fought the spirit, because otherwise the spirit might go on the loose.
Well, that's what I was asking. I just want to make sure. I mean, if we kill the body, would it take care of the problem? but apparently not.
Or we could try and put him back together again.
Okay. And how do you propose to do that?
Don't know. You don't want to know what's going on. You know, all of us got somebody in us to converse with. Well, he is out to no longer be on speaking terms with that individual.
You guys do realize that
Huh.
you probably hear us, right?
Think we care?
If he was really worried, we'd be attacked by now.
Or he's prepping something,
Well,
and we're just giving up time.
is spirit energy coming up for him? John?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, since he hasn't moved or made any kind of reaction, since we all have spirit side up.
He's a red herring. Let's go kill his boss. Is his avatar still in there, John? Can we sense an avatar with Prime inside of it?
No.
Okay. He has been killed today.
Oh shit. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does that thing still do what it used to do?
Pretty sure I haven't altered it that way.
Okay.
Why, you want me to jump in the middle?
With what we know about the Shredeki suit, could it do the same thing to this guy's little operation that it used to do to Mage Avatar, John?
Or is that a whole different ballgame?
I'm sending you a side chat to clarify something. Marcus, that will probably answer that for you.
I smell bacon. Oh, what a dick!
That would be a no.
No, actually, yeah, we need the Shredeki.
Do you tell Zach that?
Yeah, I need you to push the kill button on that thing. Come on.
Fine. He concentrates and activates the armor.
I have to find my notes on the armor.
It's in one of those 6 folders, dog.
I mean, if you need the old copy of the sheet, I can send that to you, John. I have the original one that you sent me.
Yeah, that might be easier than me trying to find it.
Okay.
I don't ever want to see this guy's computer.
Okay.
I mean, it's a jacked up way to do it, but I'm going to do it. But
It's sent, John. Remember, that was what it originally did. That's all you gave me for that. I can't remember if you said it was the armor or the other piece that did it. I thought it was the armor.
Yeah, let me see. I think I have the notes.
I think it might have actually been a sword now I think about it. That lightsaber he had.
Yeah,
Mine
it
is
was.
different, but
It was the blade.
That's what I figured.
alright.
Well, could he still...
The blade or the rifle. Either one had done it.
He's got the rifle. But I don't want to shoot this guy in the head for nothing.
So is it best to try and defeat the spirit? Can we try and defeat it, John?
You guys. I just sent Bill the other party who's missing, but yeah, you guys certainly could.
Let's go kill it. We go down there. We know where it's at.
Yeah.
And everybody has some way to hurt a spirit, right?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. Ouch.
I think we all are about as prepped as we can. Let's go hit.
Gotta add that to my character sheet.
John, we're gonna go down and punch stuff in the face.
Because we're not punching stuff in the face.
Marcus, you were telling me about setting up some kind of spirit shield before.
Yes.
I think now would be a good time for me to do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me one moment, please, with the thingies.
Okay, cool, thanks.
John, I'm still gonna need a picture of that armor by itself. Ow. I can't pull it from PDF.
Yeah, I'll get it. So you guys are
No
going
rush.
below looking for the spirit?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
trying to get the spirit first.
Okay.
Check the little side doohickey. Group chat.
I'm checking. Oh, the side doohickey?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna check Facebook because I saw you sent it to me on there. Okay, hold on.
I'm
Oh
the
my god.
copy paste king. It's all good. I'll
It
type.
works.
That is also.
There we go. Took a minute.
What is the difficulty for that, though, Marcus? Is it just standard?
It says so down there, difficulty 8.
Yeah, but it says if you don't have it, they can try it with the avatar. So does that count difficulty 8 for everything?
Yep.
Okay. That's just what I just want to make sure. Joy.
So if you do have the spirit sphere, you can use spirit to soak it, though.
And it's still difficulty 8, yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. If you don't, it's difficulty 8. It's regular kind of metric if you have spirit.
Okay.
Sorry, what are we trying to do?
Block the spirit from eating our rage.
So, yeah.
Alright, we go down there. What do we find, John?
The spirit below.
Has materialized, I assume.
It has.
Oh, he's super pretty.
Let me grab
He's gonna
my-
pull up one of these horrible evil pictures he has. Jeez. Nightmares for days.
Well, I can imagine it's probably going to have like a big mouth since it's a
No,
devourer.
last time he had them demon dudes before, he was creepy as fuck.
Gave Marcus nightmares. Alright.
Yeah, buddy.
Should we have downed him before we left?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Nobody got
Just leave him there. He's
Nobody
not
got
going
Like you should
anywhere.
do one.
My bad.
We should probably block the, I mean, assuming that if we don't manage to kill this thing, does it have a way to sneak into his body?
The spirit where we know that when the spirit animal gets marked on this side, it just goes back to the other side. So,
But if we don't do enough to get it back to the other side, can it sneak into his body at any point in time?
That'll be hurting the fucking bottom over here.
Yeah, technically it could.
I mean, I just don't need to, watch it disappear. We think we kill it, and then dude comes down and fucks us up.
I mean, that is a definite possibility of it happening, so...
Okay, so somebody should keep an eye on our ass end. Gotcha.
So, who do you want to leave here?
We bind him, so we can't do anything to him.
Just tie him up.
Can't hurt. I mean, at least he's tied up then.
Of course, touching him might wake him up, so...
Yeah, that's true.
We split the party. One group goes down and leave out with the spirit, the other one stays up here and fucks him out, and that way we kill them both at the same time.
Like, at the same time. Okay.
What do you guys think?
Okay.
I say
I
we
don't
tie him
know
up
that.
just to be on the safe side. I mean, not hurting him, just tie him up.
Sounds good.
Anybody got any rope?
I don't know. Maybe there's something to tie him up with around here, like some duct tape or something.
Miriam takes some zip ties out of her purse.
I don't even want to know why you keep zip ties in there. But hey, that works for us.
You'd be surprised how useful they are.
True. So let's tie. Are there any pillars or anything we can tie him to, or we just gotta hog tie his ass with zip ties?
I mean,
Let's
there's
just hog tie him. I just really want to get this over with, man. I'm tired.
All right.
Me too.
Okay, we hog tie his ass. Works for me.
Okay, cool. He's zip tied.
Yep. He's zip tied to himself. Now we're downstairs looking at the big creature.
Cool. So, Giant has Rage Spirit.
There it is.
That happens to be a hunger spirit, that happens to be a spirit of whatever evilness you can think of. Alright,
There it is.
let's perform the exorcism by shooting its ass repeatedly. Or stabbing it or whatever.
Yeah. I say we roll for initiative.
yeah, we
Alright.
can do that now since I'm very soon going to be a combat situation.
It is a combat situation, so, rolling for Inish.
Miriam rolled badly.
Okay, so Dex wits, right?
Yep.
Are you fucking serious?
The only roll in the game where you just add your stats together.
Okay, cool. So I'm at 10. Okay. Miriam is at 9. So between Miriam and forgot his name. Okay. Well, we all have that mind protection, so it's good. Anyway. So, did everyone roll and put their thing in the side chat or counter or whatever?
I'm putting mine in.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's everybody.
Boy, none of us rolled very
So-
well.
No.
Dice hated us today.
Oh,
I saw that.
yeah.
I saw that. We screwed.
Yeah, this
It just goes
the
first.
spirit
It
said,
doesn't.
yeah.
John was trying to be slick with that.
Didn't matter to me
no.
one way or another.
John's like, screw you guys. He's like Usain Bolt, the spirit.
Yeah.
Alright. So, who goes first and what's the order?
It acts first.
Righteous. So, first action. Top of the initiative order.
Yeah,
What happens?
first.
John, what's he doing?
It will. You guys have seen it, but I'm assuming you haven't walked right up to it. You're not trying to pet it or something.
No.
Not yet. So,
I'm pretty sure, given all the noise we made upstairs, it would see us about the same time we see it.
so. Oh.
Everybody
Now
got their guns and shit drawn?
technically.
It will. What order are you guys coming into the room? Or do you guys all kind of come in as a group? Or?
Yeah, we're all
I
kind of.
let us down here, so I'm in the front.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Fix was kind of leading the way. I think the rest of us were just kind of bunched up. So.
Yeah.
Alright, well, it is going to then rush Fix initially.
Cool.
And it will attack with one of its tentacles.
It's not a difficulty 10. It'll be fun. Well, 9, my bad.
What's that?
It's a difficulty 9 to attack me currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should get all 9s.
Gotta just be fucked up.
That's what it is, yo.
On a difficulty 9, it triple botched.
Oh,
Yeah.
it itself.
Okay, cool. So it hit itself in confusion.
As it lashes at
Did
you,
something.
you notice there's extremely large spines on its tentacles. And as it misses you, those spines actually snap off.
I'm cool with that. I'm not being on there. It's that.
I think we're all cool with that.
And it takes, not only can you tell it's wounded, but those spines where you can see it's weeping some sort of fluid. And it's causing the tentacle to actually stiffen up and no longer be flexible or movable.
Nice.
Can we speak freely?
That sounds a lot more sexual than you wanted it to.
I realized that after I
Hey,
said
we're all tired. We're all tired. It happens, bro. It happens. Anyway,
Yes, I
moving
know
on.
it happened.
Alright.
Josie, do you have more in dex than me or wits than me?
I have 4 in both, so
You're going first then.
okay.
So then it will be your action, Josie.
Okay. Is there anything visible, like an eye or anything on this thing, or is it pretty much what the picture looks like?
It's exactly what you see there.
Okay.
If you aim, it's going to take a turn.
I was thinking of aiming. I don't know. No, I'll just I'll take a shot at its limb.
Okay. It'll still be standard difficulty to hit a limb. This thing is large enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I can get these dice, huh? Come on. This is absurd. Oh, fuck's sake.
You need me to roll for you?
Yeah, you might as well. Oh, no,
How
wait.
many?
No,
Okay.
I got it. It just loaded. Standard difficulty, so I got 4 successes.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's not dodging because it already took its action, so go ahead and roll damage.
Let's see. What's damage on this sucker?
Don't forget to include your additional dice for successes.
Yeah, I have, what, 3 additional dice?
Yep.
Okay. John, do you have the damage for that gun offhand? Because I can't.
4.
Okay, 4. Okay, so 7 total.
Yep.
Come on.
Okay, what happened?
We're
Joseph
waiting
rolling
on a
damage.
damage roll, and then it'll be 2.
I got 4 damage.
Alright. And since that it's right familiar with that gun, it is not sociable. So it then falls to, I believe it's Aline's action.
Okay. I'm shooting it with my shotgun. What type of shotgun it is, Ari?
It's a semi-auto shotgun.
Okay, so that would be at 25 range, rate of... Okay, that's an 8 point damage. Okay. So, rolling 4 dice, I get 1, nothing carries over. So 8 dice, because I don't think you add strength with
Nope.
ranged weapons.
No.
So it's like
And
1,
John,
2,
as usual,
3.
it's loaded up with bolo rounds until it hits the last one, which is a flare.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 6 points of damage in total.
Okay. And that one I can't attempt to soak. Soaked 4 of them, so it still takes 2.
Okay. Next one on the list.
And we will then wear out my computer a bunch. Now we'll go to fix.
Alright. It's locked. It's loaded. I'm rolling these 11 dice. You can try and soak the right. Sorry, 10 dice. There you go. As Fix raises the rifle, he whispers something, and a bolt of something comes out of it and goes for the creature.
Alright, so with that one, I see 2 successes in there.
3. Oh, no, you're right, 2.
You got 2.
Alright. That moves us to Bill.
The rhino should go last.
What's that?
Just let the rhino go last.
So, Bill, your action.
He's gonna shoot that son of a bitch.
Do it.
Oh, nice. 4 to hit, since I assume he's not dodging.
Yes, not.
That's gonna hurt. 5, I think it is.
Yeah, nice.
7 damage, and they're the ectoplasmic bones.
Yep.
So that bitch.
I ain't afraid no ghost.
That was terrible. I like it.
And that's night, bro. Pow! Fuck you.
Fuck you, thing. You can just die now.
So, slide.
Still a few damage points on it anyway. So
Yeah.
that's good.
That's ag damage. Yeah, aggravated damage.
Alright. Next one
And
up
it's
will be
Ian's action.
I got a question to John on Facebook.
Alright, let me,
So who's next?
One second.
Ian.
Ian is just clarifying something for him.
Okay. Wait, how is Ian next? Because my initiative is 9 and I haven't gone yet.
Oh,
Oops. Must have, because I went and then he should have gone before me.
yeah, I did miss you. I apologize.
Yeah, well, roll
That's
yours.
fine.
Both of you go at the same time.
Well, you can go ahead and act while I finish clarification with Ian.
Okay, Miriam's gonna 3-round burst on him.
Perfect.
One hit. Only need one, so let's see what level of unsoakable ag takes. None. Wow.
Damn.
Bullets go ping.
Automatically one, just for hitting.
So 1.
They should infuse those things or something.
Quick question: who appeared to do the most damage to it?
Not Miriam that round. Let me look back.
Well, I got 2.
What did first here?
I think it was Fix that did the actual most damage because his was unsoakable.
Actually, Josie did the most damage.
Oh, Josie. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So Josie was first and then Fix.
Okay, whoever did the most damage is the target of this. Then I'm spending a quint and a willpower. What's the difficulty on what we were talking about, John?
That would be mine 2, so it's a difficulty 5. Plus 1 for fast casting, so difficulty 6.
Okay, 3 successes. So the person who did the most damage for the next 3 rounds has 3 bonus dice to their attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry, I got to do this. We are helping. We are helping. We are helping.
Okay. That's perfectly fine.
Alright. Then we move back to its initiative.
Oh, I go first.
Oh, you got Orion, that's right.
Orion will take 2 attacks. That's what he's back to. First attack. Is that hit?
Well, aren't there 2 successes on it?
Yeah, I see 2 successes.
Okay, the first one is 2 successes. The second one, no successes.
Ouch.
So,
That looks like a botch.
No.
eh,
It's literally a failure because you had
No, it's
a
a botch.
10.
It's 3 ones and the 10 only counts for 1.
ST.
The one cancels out the 10. It doesn't. It does technically count as 2 successes, but it only counts as 13 if you take out the 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
ST.
it's goofy weird.
We go with if you had 1 success, and no matter how much you had once, you
Yeah,
don't
as
count
long
it.
as you have a success on your roll, it's not a botch.
Okay.
Success there.
So no successes on the second roll.
Bill, I know what you were thinking because I thought that too, because that's how revised was. If your ones outweighed your successes, it was a botch.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
20, if they say you have to have a 1 and no successes to botch.
Oh, that's weird.
They softened up a couple of the rules for 20th edition.
I don't know. I had been playing that as a house rule for a long time. I know Marcus hate the house rules, but
Anyway, So
That wasn't
there
new to
are
me.
Alright,
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 6 for damage.
Yep, 6.
Nice.
So now the thing right in front of it is my dog. Covered in art.
So,
So how much did it do?
I did 6, where it soaked the majority of it.
Okay. So now it's Beastie's round. Top to finish.
Yes.
Okay.
And Orion is standing the closest, I believe.
Oh no, not Orion.
Oh, you're gonna fuck with that dog? I'm gonna shoot the shit out of you.
Everybody's switching it to full auto.
Wow. Okay. We're not joking today.
Hurt that dog, you'll see.
Alright. It is going to attempt to take a bite out of Orion.
Son of a bitch.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, son of a bitch.
The thing. For some reason, I feel like bite is a lower difficulty.
If it's a servant of rat, yeah.
So, John, I'm an idiot.
Bite. I know bite for Guru is a diff 5, so I don't know if it in generally is lower difficulty.
Not from what I remember in other splats.
John, I've gotta go. I've got. I'm half passed out, and I've got to pick stuff up from Walmart. And this went way longer than it needed to.
Alright. That's understandable. Alright,
Okay.
so 5 successes, 4 successes to bite Orion.
Okay, Orion will soak with his 12 dice and see what happens.
Oh, nice.
He's soaking, correct?
Yeah. Unless he can't
Damn.
soak. Can he soak?
No, it can be soaked.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Damn. Okay. So
That's a lot of soak.
he soaks it? Question mark.
Yeah, he soaks all of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That was a hell of a soak roll.
There was.
Damn.
My 3 1s on damage didn't help because that's. I just,
Yeah.
even though they don't
But
subtract, that's still not beneficial. Alright,
you know.
move to
Alright.
Nish.
Second.
It moves to Josie, followed by Aline.
Right. And I've got those extra 3 dice, correct?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hope it works. Oh, you fucking
Nice.
shit.
Oh my god.
Is this precise enough to count as precise or no?
That is beast.
Yeah. Fuck
What's
yeah.
that?
Is this precise enough to count as precise?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because then those explode. So that's
Crap.
so that's let's see, 10. Okay. Oh, let's hope I get a good damage roll.
Come on, do that damage.
Not that great of damage.
Damn.
Only out of all of that, only 5. Yeah. Of course, it can't soak that, so it's
It's still a
fuck
thing.
it. Yeah.
Alright, my turn. Let's see how much I miss. Well, apparently I don't. So 3
Nice.
successes, 2 carryovers, so dice pool of 10.
Who did
Let's see
my
how much.
3 dice go to?
Josie.
Josie.
Okay.
What's that? How many?
He wanted to know where his dice went.
Did you take into consideration those 3 extra dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's that monster set of tens.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I'm gonna have to go rewatch this scene just so I can screenshot that moment.
That was pretty
Okay,
beautiful.
5 successes on my part. How much did it soak?
2 of them carry over. Soaks 3.
Okay, it soaks 3 to carry over. Okay.
It's
Cool.
looking pretty battered. Because it's a spirit. Some of it is starting to break down. Basically, there's ephemeras weeping from it.
Okay.
Cinematically, could I have shot that limb off?
Stupid ass limb.
Is this the point where it would be a bad idea to continue just killing it? Because think about it, it's spirit, right? If we kill it, it's just going to go back to the gauntlet. So now can we just like banish it or subdue it?
Trap it
I
in
thought
something?
Before everybody else shoots.
I thought if it was physically manifested, it could actually be killed, like destroyed.
Yeah, it's
Like,
physically manifested right now.
Yeah, so it won't go back. It'll be gone, won't it, John?
I'd say that's a John call.
If a spirit dies in material world, it returns to the Ember and enters slumber, just as if it would if it lost all its from the Ember.
Okay, so it just
Okay,
goes back to the number.
but it goes into slumber for a while, doesn't it?
Just so the guys are back enough to come back and fuck you up.
But we'd really like it gone for good.
Yeah, we would.
Well, can we weaken it enough that we can just trap it in a little box or something?
You got a spirit box, Andy?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
I do.
There you go.
I do. Oh God, I have one.
Do you
Shit.
do you have it with you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have it with you? That's more.
Actually, can we make a spirit more roll, John?
Sure.
All right. Roll your spirit more, people.
Hmm?
When you beat the shit out of a spirit, it goes into slumber. Slumbering spirits can automatically batter the fetishes.
You know what?
So-
You kind of went to a little robot there for a second.
So it can automatically what?
The spirit state of slumber. Spirits regain essence by entering an action called slumber, during which it floats in the secluded part of the umbra. A spirit slain in the penumbra fades away into the umbra after several minutes. A slumbering spirit can be bound through a rite without regard to the spirit's willingness. The spirit in the fetish is always in slumber. The user activates it with his fetish powers, not those of the spirit. So, if we can beat the crap out of it and keep it here, then we can bind it. Once it's in slumber, it can be bound. The downside is we have to keep it from going into the umbra. And I don't know how to do that without more spirit than we have. Or the guy outside.
Literally, I can go outside and get my spirit trap to keep it is trapped within the bear trap that I received from Fang. But, it's in the car. I didn't think of bringing it here.
Well, the lock is open. You can run back and forth.
Well, here's the deal, John. This thing is a hungry spirit. It's like straight. Is it like straight crazy? I mean, is this thing broken? I have to ask this because we're in the middle of this fight. We're shooting and blasting and all sorts of stuff, and it's doing this. So its nature is really coming through. My question being, do we need to? Is it possible to turn this thing into something? Is this the thing that was here before, or is this thing that came through? Do we know any of that, or we got to beat shit out first and ask questions later?
It was not something that resided here originally. No.
Someone brought this thing here.
Or it came back with something.
When the turtle thing left, it filled the hole. That's what happened. Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay, so do we want to kill it or trap it?
I can trap it.
Okay. Do we just, you know?
You might want to let everybody know not to keep shooting at it.
Well, it's going to keep fighting until it goes unconscious. Correct?
Unconscious, yeah.
We have to get it to right before slumber.
Okay, so
So,
keep going until...
so essentially, someone's got to keep. We all have spirit sight, right, John? So when it right before, can we make precision plus awareness checks to see right that sweet spot right before it's about to go?
Sure.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. So
Sorry. Sorry.
Then, you know, I bring out the bear trap and trap it in the bear trap, so that you know, I'll have to literally kind of do a freaking arete roll for a correspondence and matter to get the bear trap.
Well, the question being, do we want to? I mean, the only way to destroy a spirit is to keep it permanent in slumber, and that's to turn it into a fetish. That's what Geru do. So it'll be right over. It'll be right over there in the Umbra. So all we have to do is get a Geru here, or have Bayou John come down here.
Well, if I capture it in the bear trap that Fang gave it to me, it will be trapped in there, you know, indefinitely until you put it in a fetish. So,
okay, go get it.
You know, I'll have to know when I can break formation and get it. So,
For the sake of the story and moving the scene along, you can tell Miriam to grab it for you.
okay, I'll tell Miriam to grab it for me. It looks like a literal bear trap. Since Miriam isn't doing jack shit. So, alright, next one on the initiative order. That would be Fix, I think.
Fix reloads. Next.
Okay. Next one would be wait. Who was at
7 was
Williams.
No, we have Will, then Ian.
Will, then Ian, and then the doggy.
Okay.
So, Will's character does what?
Shoots. 3 to hit. He's not dodging, I assume.
No.
Scree.
Oh damn. Okay.
5.
Still 5.
It's all aggravated.
John?
Yep.
5 aggravated. Does it?
Soaks 1.
Okay. Oh. Nice.
That was of 5, correct?
Yes, that was 5. Yeah.
So 4 carryover.
So who's keeping an eye to make sure that we don't kill it or send it back?
That'll have to be someone's action. That would be mine. I would. Don't do
Alright,
that.
here's to Ian next.
1 second, I got a question coming for you, John.
Okay.
Another one. Okay.
Alright, so who was the one that was doing the unsweepable damage?
That'd be me.
Did I already? Oh, I already targeted you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Damn it. Okay, then I'm targeting myself. Same effect.
Okay.
My next action will give me 3 additional dice.
Alrighty.
And now the dog. Go, Orion.
Okay. So he did this to himself. Nice.
That was his first attack. Nothing nice one.
Oh, yeah, nothing. Jesus.
Second attack. Nothing. We're good.
Alright. So that moves it back to it, I believe. It will bite at Orion. Wow.
Or at least try to.
No, it's got barely, but it's got.
Alright. No damage.
We got 2. Sorry about that. I apparently disconnected myself.
Okay.
That
So-
happens.
And
Oh, brutal.
Ooh. Damn, Orion. You got a lot of soap.
that will be
Nice.
9 coming out of Orion.
Ouch.
So he soaks.
1,
Looks like 4.
2, 3, 4, 5. I see.
Yeah, I see the 5th down. Yeah.
Okay. Orion takes 4 aggravated. And as it does, you notice the spirit kind of starts to mend itself as well.
Like a freaking
Of
vampire.
hunger. You know, spirit of hunger. Shit like that happens.
It eats, it heals itself. Makes sense.
No wonder it's killing him. He didn't have any bit of anomalies. It's stuck on him.
Alright. Josie.
Oh, it just healed on its turn? That's all it did? Okay.
Well, it attacked Orion.
Oh yeah, what am I thinking? I'm stupid, sorry. Ryan took 4. That was terrible. Okay.
Yeah, it's late enough. It's getting early.
Well.
Don't forget the extra dice.
Oh, do I still have the extra dice?
Yep.
Yeah, for 3
Which
rounds.
Two more rounds.
this
Yeah.
round and one more after it. So.
Okay. So I got 2 successes, and then I'm gonna roll 3 more. Oh, I got 3 successes. So 2 carry over. 3 damage.
1,
That's
2, 3.
piddly.
Okay. My turn. Let's see with 4 dice. Come on, shotgun. Don't fail me now. 1 carries over. 9 dice. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Okay. Soak 4. John.
Yep.
4 damage. And
Yeah,
it soaks. Yeah. Figure as much. Okay, next one on the list. 6.
Okay.
I see.
What is
That's
how
just
these rolls this round?
that's damage. Yeah, I ain't getting nothing. Oh yeah, dude, it's damage.
Yeah.
So 2.
All right. What did Joji have for damage? I apparently didn't.
I think I had. How many was it? 4? No. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So after fix is I think Bill's character.
No, my turn. Jesus. Oh my god. Well, it's a hit. It's pathetic, but it's a hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright, roll that damage.
yeah, that was shitty.
Damn. Okay. Damage is a lot better.
Yeah, thankfully. 5 damage, ag.
Wow. Oh, a soak roll. All right, he soaks it.
Fucking hell. Alright, Ian.
Alright, John, you already know what I'm doing.
Yep.
Spending my willpower. Two successes.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's a heavy pistol, right?
Yes.
So that's 5 damage plus carryover, right?
Yep.
Oh!
Damn. Okay.
Damn! That's a cold shot on its tether. 6 damage.
All right.
Mm.
And the tether binding it to its to the mage starts to shred. In fact, it takes some significant damage.
Yeah, you guys see Aaron step forward. Gun first is pointing at the creature, and then it drifts down to where it's
Yeah, we'd
tethered
like
to
to be done
the
today.
mage.
Yeah. Most of us are tired and want to get some sleep.
Okay. So You know, Miriam's handling the bear trap when it
Next,
happens.
yeah, next round she'll be back with it.
Yeah. So Ryan's turn, if I remember correctly.
Orion will nom the tether like everybody else.
Okay.
We'll take one big mighty swing at it.
I wasn't
Yeah.
hit the killer. I didn't hit.
Well, he just saw. Well, Orion can see the spirit world all the time. We can't. So that's a big deal.
Go, run.
Payback for the fight it took off.
So that's at least 2 on the first round.
There's just one hit. Did it hit?
Yeah.
So 1, 2. So 2. So. Fuck me running.
Come on, it's still damage.
1, 2, 3. Here's 3.
Cool. So it's yeah.
Oh wait, that was Orion, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's run. So, you know.
Alrighty. Let's back to hit.
Ooh, okay.
And bites at Orion. For a whopping 4 damage.
And soaked.
And he soaks 4, so it does nothing.
Exactly. Top of the initiative, Josie's character
Yep.
still has the 3 dice bonus, by the way. Last round, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Sounds about right to me. Are you fucking shitting me? Nope. I don't hit it.
Damn.
Damn.
Okay, my turn. Fucking hell.
You got distracted.
By the awesome.
And okay, 10 dice damage. Let's see how much I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, let's see the ginormous soak roll.
Soaks 5 of it.
So 1 still carries over. Joy.
I'm gonna slowly whittle this thing down to nothing.
Yeah.
Alright.
This
Who's
might take.
next?
Fix.
Okay.
So that is to Mr. Fix. Do you want to make his perception to see
Yes,
how
sir.
weak it is?
I am checking. So perception and awareness.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Alright, you would say that it is about
So now.
75% depleted or so.
So okay. So now would be a good time to do it, or wait?
At this rate, 1 or 2 more blows will probably finish it. 1 or 2 strong blows will finish it.
Hit it hard. Get the trap.
And actually, I think Miriam is technically next to act, so the trap
Yep.
arrives.
There's not much left.
So she'll turn over the trap to Aline, and then Bayou, John, and Tokugawa have asked her to help them with something. So she steps back out.
Here's traps here.
Okay. Oh shit. That one moment where I cannot forget the stats of the trap. Oh, me.
Who's up?
Let's see. Yeah, I forgot the stats for that bear trap. Fuck me running.
Alright, 3 to hit, since it's not dodging, I assume.
That is not dodging. Sorry.
Ouch. Really should have.
Damn.
Woo!
You shot it in the face.
7 damage.
Damn.
It, so,
See how much it soaks.
Yeah,
Damn it.
my luck doesn't soak at all.
Right?
It has been rolling pretty baller so far.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's soaking has been pretty baller.
Yup.
Damn it!
5.
Jesus.
Still, 2 went through.
Yeah?
Alright. Who is next?
This fucker's pissing me off.
Look at nice for me, time, punk.
I believe that goes to Ian then.
yeah, spending another willpower. 1 success, still good enough. And there's 4 more points of damage to that tether.
Four more, the tether snaps. You hear a scream from upstairs, somewhere between rage and pain.
Nice one.
Okay.
Still nice
And,
and
you know. My trap card is activated. Whoa. Bear trap, that is.
Alrighty. I believe that moves to Orion then.
Yeah.
I took 2 Nugget. Where's the video?
Come on, dog, bite this to death.
He's gonna try. He's him swole. Why not? So 64.
Come on, Ryan, finish it off. 2.
2.
So 7.
And 2.
So 10 and 10. First one. First one have movement penalties. Just saying.
2, 3, 4, 5 right there.
It soaks 2 of 5.
Nice.
Nice.
Next.
Do I tell him to stop?
It actually immediately starts to drop to unconsciousness.
No!
I activate my bear trap.
Alright, and it does bind it.
You know, it forcibly detains the spirit, you know, until it can, you know, either be reasoned with or put into a fetish. But, you know, we have it. We captured it. We're good. So now we... By the way, do I see, after all this bullshit is done, where Slashes might be?
He is not here.
You see, my dog walks over, and he literally bites my hand. And you see blood drip all over the frickin' trap, and then it disappears, and the trap turns red.
Nice.
Okay. So we'll need to find where he might have gone.
What are we gonna do with
do
the
I-
kid upstairs?
Is the guy upstairs?
Well,
Or has
let's
he
see.
left?
We don't know. We're still downstairs.
Let's go upstairs and see how Tuomi is faring. You know, and everyone goes upstairs.
Is
John?
Mage still alive?
He's gone.
Dead.
As in dead or out the door?
As in, not present.
Fuck, he's still alive.
Great.
Told you we should have shot him.
That might have saved us some trouble.
Well, we didn't know, but so
Well,
had a feeling we should have gone back up and shot him before we killed that bastard. Oh well, we'll find him again. Can't hide from us.
right now we need to put this fucker into something so it's a fetish, right?
Yeah.
But now we know that we...
You can try and do whatever you want to with that thing. Right?
Okay, whatever. Let's... by the way, do we see Hugo or Slashes while we go through the various rooms?
Nope.
Neither. Okay.
Can I step,
Fucking hell.
you step sideways here?
You can.
He takes a look sideways. Is there anything? Is there anybody tracking to on the other side over here?
No.
Okay. I'm seeing him though.
There's no one on the other side of the gauntlet. Jesus Christ, where the fuck did they go?
The king we saw, we killed. Got me go.
We'll have to discuss that. I guess that'll be some blue book searching because I think the scene's over. Everyone's about to die.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get this to Fang and then we'll see what happens afterwards. Damn. Okay.
So you guys are, for now, going to fall back and
Yep, Zach's going back to Chantry.
make some plans?
Well, the thing is anyway, I guess we'll table this a little bit because everyone's tired. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to the clubhouse right now to meet up with Fang, but I'll do this as a blue booking shit. So,
All right.
you
So
know,
I think
do the
everyone's
outro.
gonna fall back, regroup, and make plans for some individual approaches. This has been another Minneapolis by Night Mage scene. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again soon.